My son was torn to pieces!
So if you're unaware of this little unpolished gem, then this is another Stephen King film. But it's not just an average Stephen King film, no, because this one's got Gary Busey in it. Which means it's probably a bag of shit, but let's not jump the gun and have a look. So this was made in 1985, which says a lot about it already. I mean, the mid-80s are great for ridiculous cheesy films, so I think we've got a real winner on our hands here. So it starts out in 1976 as we're informed by a voiceover that this small town's troubles begin thanks to a full moon. What's a full moon got to do with anything? Well, it's got lots to do with it if you believe in werewolves. Or a guy dressed up in a cheap tacky rubber suit. So we see a guy pottering around who gets his head sliced off, but that gets put down to him being a drunk who had an accident.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just forget it. It's crazy.
Yeah, watch out for that damn alcohol, people. It'll take your head clean off. Jesus Christ, what next? So say hello to Jane, she can walk, and her brother Marty, played by a young Corey Haim. He's a cripple.
Sometimes I think your common sense got paralyzed along with your legs.
So Marty and his friend play tricks on Jane, who gets upset, and Marty feels bad about this. So she runs off and Marty can only sit there because, you know, he can't walk. So the main strong point about this film is the relationship between these two characters, and of course Mr. Boozy when he's actually showing his ugly mutt off, but he'll appear soon. Or even right now, depending on what I choose to show you. In fact, I might just show you this image and talk over this. I mean, on that note, what have I been thinking? I could just perpetually show this picture in every review and just do a voice over the top. Doesn't matter what the film is, the picture of Gary Busey just makes it entertaining. Let's see if it works with Zardoz. So, who is Zardoz? A giant floating stone head that talks. Nah, don't worry, you're not tripping out on bad pills. You're literally seeing a floating stone head called Zardoz. Zardoz! See? Brilliant! So, anyway, the guy in the rubber suit kills a few more people, including this poor sod who's trying to quietly commit suicide, but is interrupted naturally, and this fat tash man who is also a drunk. So, you know, like any old drunk guy goes stumbling into a greenhouse, talking to himself, and then gets pulled into the floorboards by the werewolf. It's like everyone's a drunk in this movie. So, let's find out about the star, Gary Busey. Here he is, drunk. Yeah, he's a chronic drunk too. Everyone is, let's face it. If any film ever was to be an advert for alcohol, this is it. Gary Busey is hilarious. He's the uncle that everybody wants because he drinks, talks shit, makes an ass out of himself, and doesn't give a goddamn what anybody else thinks. And that's Gary Busey, not his character, although his character is actually the same, funnily enough. Isn't that something?
Yeah, it is.
So Marty's out playing with his friend. Well, he's sitting around in a tree of all places. How the hell did he get up there anyway? So his sister tells him that he's late for his supper and his friend stays on his own, but what's with this really long, boring staring scene? Surely it's got some relevance. Either Marty thinks his friend is a bit of alright, or he's going to die. But what a load of shit, because you don't even see it. But what you do get to see is the father's reaction to his dead son. Cool. I think it's quite realistic actually, because, you know, he's in shock at seeing his son being ripped up, but it's still amusing, so let's see it again. He then goes to the local pub to tell everybody about his dead son.
My son was torn to pieces. Pieces.
And just in case you didn't get the message, he pulls out a photograph and tells us all again.
My son was torn to pieces!
This guy is a legend. So the townspeople grab their weapons and go hunting for what they think is a psychopath. Now this scene is easily the most ridiculous part of the entire movie. Everyone's walking around in the fog and the werewolf is playing hide and seek underneath it and occasionally pops up to kill one of the brain dead bastards walking around. Now look at this. The guy with the bat starts hitting the werewolf and then you see the werewolf hitting him with the bat. I mean, it fails to be serious, so you laugh, but is it meant to be a serious funny moment? Because if it is, then it simply is not funny. And that's the thing with Silver Bullet, it jumps the gun all the time in what it wants to be, but one bona fide fact is it is complete crap, but entertaining crap nonetheless. So at the mass funeral everybody's singing and swaying, which looks a bit weird, but whatever, and there's our new hero. Can he shine a light for us in this dark time?
There is no comfort.
Oh, what a legend this guy is. He's my new idol now, no doubt about it. Screw you, Zardoz. Screw you, Zed. Screw you, Richard Harrison. Screw you, Oh My God Guy. Screw you, Susan Guy. Screw you, Bennett. This guy rocks. And to put him on an even higher pedestal, he turns into a werewolf, along with everybody else. What's going on? Well, the Reverend is having a scary nightmare if you can't tell. But what does this mean? Yeah, he's a werewolf, obviously. Back with Marty, he's chatting with Boozy about some crap about not having any fireworks or rockets. So Boozy gives him some, along with a super-powered wheelchair. You know, nobody else in the entire world has one of these. Nobody knows how to invent one, but Gary Boozy, the local drunk uncle, does. Seriously, Gary, what were you thinking, you fucking drunk? Making a wheelchair that drives faster than a speeding car for a kid is mental. And then you go and tell him if anything happened to him on it, it'd kill you. It'd kill you!
Because if you got hurt on it, it'd kill me.
Oh boy, words fail me. I love his character, he's hilarious, he's got all the funny lines in the film. But he still plays second fiddle to this guy. But staying on the note of Marty's wheelchair, right, he's convinced the killer is a werewolf. I mean, I don't know why, he just heard a few noises one night. But if he wants to avoid it, then how does he expect to do this when you can hear his stupid wheelchair a mile away? Listen! Unbelievable, and that's his normal one. He's now got a faster and noisier wheelchair. That is not normal. Nice one, Boozy, you've just helped kill your nephew.
Oh, the kid's dead meat.
So Marty's having a firework display on his own, and here comes the werewolf. Probably heard him arriving on his noise-polluting wheelchair. Now check this out. Marty launches his last rocket into the werewolf's eye. Hardcore, man. But what would he have done if he missed? I mean, he didn't aim, so it was pot luck that he got the werewolf in the eye. And it's not like he could resort to plan B, run away, because, you know. So Marty goes and tells his sister about what happened, and when she sees the Reverend with an eye patch on, she believes he's the werewolf. However, Boozy doesn't believe him.
Sometimes I think your common sense got paralyzed along with your legs.
Harsh. Makes me wonder if anybody has a nice word to say about Marty.
Damn cripple. Always end up on welfare.
Priceless. The Reverend doesn't even seem bothered though to call him names. He just tries and kills him in his car. But he gets away naturally because of his super high speed wheels. So the sheriff gets called in eventually, who goes to see the Reverend, but he gets killed by a baseball bat. Love the amazing transformation effects here. Simply the best. Bollocks. So Marty and his sister give Boozy some silver to be melted into a bullet, but you know, he goes along with it. Boozy's like, well, it's only a joke, mate. What are you going to shoot a bullet like that at made out of silver?
How about a werewolf?
Ah, of course, a werewolf. What's a werewolf, you stupid old fossil? So the finale consists of them staying up late waiting for the werewolf to come to them. And here it is. Look at Boozy's reaction. It's no wonder he's one of Hollywood's most highly paid A-listers. But seeing Boozy fighting a guy in a werewolf suit is pretty entertaining, but borders on the shit level too. So Marty gets the gun, shoots the nasty werewolf in the eye, and he dies. Then turns back into the Reverend minus his eyes. Naked. Now let's just take a look at the DVD cover before we wrap this up. If they wanted to market this better and sell some more copies, how about they just change it? Leave the Stephen King bit at the top because that's a selling point, but change the names all to Gary Boozy, put his ugly mutt on the front cover just for a laugh, slap a few more on the back cover for a chuckle, and then just rename it something absurd like Boozy Porn for maximum potential sales. Boozy Porn, available at the bottom of all good bargain bins where nobody looks, at budget supermarkets where nobody goes. So, pretty good, yeah? It's okay. So, middle of the road, 5 out of 10.